Hey everyone, welcome to today's gratitude and affirmation practice. Look! Oh my gosh, have you ever seen more beautiful mountains? Just do a 360. Beautiful, right? Number one, gratitude. And it's starting to rain again, so hopefully it's just a light drizzle until I finish the video with you guys. But I love walking in the rain. Number two. All right, let's talk about today. So, grateful, as number one, I'm outside. Number two, last video we did see some deer. I'll see if I can get you guys other things. There were some cows in this field earlier. And then just so grateful that I feel so at peace. I don't have to do or be anything. I can just be present with myself. This is very much needed. Number three. So, person who I go to for Reiki, she's going on a trip with some channelers in end of December, January time. And so I'll just wait and put you guys over here. There's a car coming. Hold on. So she had invited me on the trip, and I completely forgot about it until yesterday, actually. And I was like, I need to look into that. I don't even know about the sign-up time. And so I don't know if I'm going to do that yet. I have a feeling there's something that I want to do for New Year's. And so I'm just going to wait for a little bit, see if anything else pops up. Also, I talked to my friend Jose about the Galapagos, and I really want to do that next year. I don't know why I'm being called to that spot, but when I get that feeling, this is the same thing as when I felt like I needed to go to Texas. And so I just trust it, just go with my gut. But I'm excited. So I did look into that a little bit today, got pricing. I also need to do budgeting at the end of this month and just kind of see where I'm at and what else is going on. Right now in my life, I'm committed to getting a house within the future. I don't have a time frame that I'm putting on myself, but it's it's a high priority. Number four. I did look into, I have, now at this point, it's probably like 6 years worth of content, traveling and things that I would love to get you guys. And it's just taken longer than what I would like to admit with that. But I was looking into, is there a way that I can make videos quicker? Video editing. I could pick that up as a skill. It's just going to take a little bit to learn. So I was looking into possible tools that I could use with the footage that I already have. And so we'll see about that. Ooh, there's a cool rock. Check out this rock. Man, they don't come across in my phone as cool as they look in real life. And of course, it's not really gonna. There you go. Let's kind of see. It's even more orange in person. Okay, so what are we on? Oh, that would be a number 4. So I did look into that. Like I said, guys, a little bit every single day. Number 5. I took a nap today. Another nap. I am being kind to myself. We are being intentional. And emotionally, there is some old patterns, storylines, thoughts, feelings that I'm working through. And so I'm listening to my body and, being more supportive of myself. The crazy thing that I've realized, I can tell when I'm dysregulated, but I am starting to become aware of how deeply that goes sometimes. And when I wake up and my body feels. If you've ever stepped next to an electric fence and it has that hum, that electricity coming off of it. Also, look at this cool barn. How nifty is that? I don't know if they use it, but it looks really cool. But that's what my body feels like when I wake up. And so I did sit there for about another hour after my nap. And I was like, okay. I'm starting to recognize what that is. And, just gave myself time to come back to what felt more normal, or where my body didn't feel like I just had electricity in it. So that way I could start to establish a new pattern and not just reaffirm what else was going on. Number 6 for our day. Also, that nap was just so delightful. What did I do before? There's something I did before the nap. Oh. Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to be doing after this video. Grateful that I have some time. I'm going to be finishing editing the podcast episode that John and I did last week will be up. And then a slight change with that. We're not going to be doing it on Wednesdays anymore. It's going to be somewhere between Fridays and the weekend. 7. Unless that was 7, but we'll just do 7 again. There's always a lot of things to be grateful for. I'm grateful for the, having leftover pizza. I was supposed to cook food today, but honestly, I think the pizza was actually not great in terms of my stomach, but good in terms of just having some food to eat. And I will cook food tomorrow. I think I just needed this downtime, this relaxation time. Number 8. Let's see, there's a podcast. And I'm trying to remember what did you have to... Oh, I am so looking forward to a shower tonight. We're going to go back. We're going to take a shower first. We're going to get some water. Oh, the water has just been delicious. We're going to get some water. And then we're going to cozy up in bed. I'm going to finish the podcast. Also, oh my gosh. Number 9, gratitude. Can't believe I didn't say this a few days ago, but there is a fuzzy blanket, and there's something about being under a cozy blanket that is just so nourishing and just peaceful. I love it. So that's what I've been doing. I've been under a cozy blanket, fuzzy, warm blanket every day. We even almost put on the sweats today. Might be a tomorrow thing. Gonna get more cozy. Oh, just look. And then 10 for the day. This happens every day with you guys. There is something I feel like, so I've looked into this, and I think I'm going to do it. But in a couple of days, I'm probably going to sign up for kickball in the fall. Do an active sport. Go meet some people again. It'll be good. I haven't played kickball in quite a few years, so I didn't see anything for dodgeball. I think that's more in the winter. So we'll see. Maybe I'll sign up for dodgeball too. The last time I did dodgeball, I got a bruise on my arm. I got a bruise on my arm from catching a ball a guy threw for like a week. There's some people that really just know how to play. But those are my gratitudes for today. And affirmation time. Number 1 we totally skipped the message for the day. Whoop, whoop. Back it up. Message of the day. Slow down. And by slow down, How are you coming back into your body? How much are you embodying yourself throughout the day? I've been really, and this I know I've mentioned in other videos, but utilize your tools, right? Oh, let me show you guys the rocks. Utilize and leverage your tools. I've been using ChatGPT. I've been talking with it to identify a framework and a pattern that I think I've been working through for quite a while. And I no longer want to live life through that framework, that mentality, how I show up within that framework. Okay, check out. Isn't that the coolest rock? Just look at that. This is a good metaphor. When I picked it up, I was like, oh, look, like there's you. And then you're just going layer by layer by layer. And then each of these is like, you reach like, oh, yes, I've made it a new level of joy, euphoria, of peace. I really want to take this rock with me. And then I found this rock, which just looks really cool. There's one more. I don't see it. There's this one. I didn't put that one there, but I'll leave it. If I want it, I'll come back. It'll still be there. And so, when you are working on changing a pattern, a belief system, your mentality, until you get to a place where you have new stability within yourself, a new foundation, that then you can continue to build and strengthen and grow and walk through the patterns. You know, sometimes healing is not quick. It's directly proportionate to the amount that you are willing to let flow through you and release. And I always say, I think people, when they're here, each person has a core wound that, you know, they're coming here to work through. At least one, right? You can have multiple, but there's some major one that you get to work out in this life. And I feel like I've hit mine. And I'm very proud of myself. I have made so much progress and I am showing up for myself, but I don't know if you guys can hear me with a plane overhead. Hold on. Also, so when you are doing something and building a foundation, I've learned you have to incorporate resting within yourself, you know? And as the more you heal, the more you are going to be in your peace and rest anyways. It's just hard for us to do. It's hard for us to sit and rest because for a lot of us, rest has other meanings. But how are you coming back home to yourself? Are you intentionally feeling into your body? The healing comes from feeling. Ooh, what a good tagline. The healing comes from feeling. Also, look at these cute cows. The healing, wow. That's going to be, I need to put that on a shirt or something. The healing comes from feeling. The more emotions that you can let flow and release and unattach from and accept, the more that you can lean back into your own sovereignty, your peace, feeling good, the more pain-free the experience is going to be, the more intuitive in some ways. Oh, look at this cow staring at me. Maybe I can get to come over here. But we're going to pivot until the car comes. Oh, look at these cows. Hi. But the more that you can embody your soul, your being, what you're meant to, how you want to show up. And this isn't, I think we incorrectly think that we need to force it. You know, the whole fake it till you make it, or where we push ourselves through every single day. There's something to be said about showing up for yourself, but pushing yourself to show up as the person that you are not yet being. I think you can do that in some ways, but we force more than what I think we should, and then you actually make it feel unsafe and harder for you to be that person. So just feel into your body and start doing little things for yourself until they become natural and a new way of who you are. I can give you a couple of things where I can tell that I have done healing up to this point. I used to be a really fast eater, and then I realized that eating fast was a anxiety. And, if I was eating growing up, you could just exist in peace, right? You might have some questions directed at you, but if everyone's eating, their attention is kind of on the food. But also, even though my family, we had a bunch of food, we never were without a meal, there's just something about, I think, being restricted to eating at certain times. And I think that probably played a role into me eating fast. But now, boy, if I try and eat fast, I feel like I just make myself sick. And I'm also, a newer element to this is I'm more in tune with my stomach. So I'm not really eating past what I feel my body needs. And it tells me. And then I save the rest. And I've been eating smaller portions because of that, just naturally. I just listen to if I'm starving, I'll eat a big portion. Most of the times, though, I don't really need as much as what I used to. See, another one. I don't walk as fast. I am much more conservative with my energy. More put together, shall I say. I've even started noticing that how I hold myself or different ways that I walk either give or take away energy from me. So there's little things that you can do to start embodying the person that you want to be. And I would say take a few moments to come back to yourself every day and just feel in your body how you're feeling now. It could even be just for 30 seconds. Start small. This is something I'm going to be working on as well. And then embody, think about if you were that person in your mind, what would you be feeling like? Because the truth is, we don't have to become that new version of ourselves to feel how we want to feel. That's an immediate. So that's the message of the day. Now, affirmation time. Number 1, as always, I'm divinely guided and supported. I can ask for help whenever I need to with gratitude. I humbly ask for help today. Number 2, I love myself deeply, fully, and completely. Number 3, I am worthy of love and anything I deeply desire. I love love. I am love. I give myself all these things, and I receive them back tenfold, what I give myself. Number 4, I'm not stressed. Everything is being worked out for my ultimate good. Number 5, sleep is my divine practice. Deep, refreshing, peaceful, healing, soul-refreshing sleep is available to me each and every night. I claim it tonight every night. Number 6, I allow myself to remain unattached, to be present, free of any burden, obligation, or expectation. Anything that is such just rolls right off with open arms. I can just receive. And number 8, everything is already worked out for me, so I can just be in my peace and ease. Number 9, I attract, I do not chase, especially because everything is already worked out for me. 10 for the day. I'm a person that everything works out for. Easily, effortlessly, quickly, in my highest favor, with me, fully supported, and for the good of all. Oh, that is all for today. Ooh, look at you. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm going to be answering the comments soon, but what are you guys grateful for? What are you affirming? How are you doing? What lessons, what things are you putting into practice in your own life? If you would like to work with me on foundational coaching, I have some spaces available. Please just go to my website and send me an inquiry. But I love you guys. Hope you have a wonderful night. Bye.